Greetings, Dallas Mavericks fans. Today I bring you three incredible pieces of news about our team. Stay tuned until the end of the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share your opinions in the comments. Let's get started with the first news. Can Klay Thompson reclaim his magic in a Mavericks uniform? Dallas shooting guard faces critical second season as concerns mount over declining performance. As the Dallas Mavericks gear up for the 2025-26 season, all eyes are on veteran shooting guard Klay Thompson, whose future with the franchise hangs in the balance after a concerning debut campaign. The 34-year-old future Hall of Famer, who made the high-profile switch from Golden State to Dallas last season, now finds himself under intense scrutiny as analysts question whether his best days are behind him. Bleacher Report's Grant Hughes recently identified Thompson as the Mavericks' biggest faller heading into the upcoming season, a sobering assessment for a player who once terrorized opposing defenses alongside Stephen Curry. The reduced mobility and struggles to create space that plagued the final year of Thompson's tenure with the Golden State Warriors intensified during his first season with the Mavs, Hughes noted in his analysis. Despite maintaining a respectable 39.1% three-point shooting percentage, Thompson's overall offensive production took a noticeable hit, averaging just 18.4 points per 36 minutes, his lowest output since the 2012-13 season. The statistics paint a troubling picture for Mavericks faithful who had hoped Thompson's change of scenery would rejuvenate his career. Combined with what observers describe as further defensive slippage, the 2011 draft pick increasingly resembles a player whose devastating injury history and advancing age are finally catching up with him. Aging trajectories like that don't tend to reverse course, Hughes warned, echoing concerns that have been whispered throughout NBA circles. Adding to Thompson's challenges is the arrival of Cooper Flagg, whose offensive capabilities are expected to reduce Thompson's scoring responsibilities while potentially relegating him to a more limited role. For a player accustomed to being a primary offensive weapon throughout his illustrious career with Golden State, where he captured 4 championships and reached 6 NBA Finals, this adjustment represents a significant psychological hurdle. However, Thompson's championship pedigree and veteran leadership shouldn't be dismissed entirely. The soon-to-be 36-year-old, he turns 36 in February, has demonstrated remarkable resilience throughout his career, bouncing back from serious injuries that would have ended lesser players' careers. The key question facing Thompson and the Mavericks organization is whether he can successfully reinvent himself in this new chapter of his career. His willingness to embrace a potentially diminished role while adapting to Dallas's system will likely determine both his individual success and the team's championship aspirations. As training camp approaches at the end of next month, Thompson has precious few weeks to prepare mentally and physically for what could be a make-or-break season. Mavericks fans, who have witnessed their share of veteran acquisitions fail to meet expectations, are cautiously optimistic that Thompson's championship experience and work ethic will ultimately prevail. The basketball world will be watching closely when Thompson takes the court in a Mavericks uniform once again, hoping to witness either a remarkable comeback story or the graceful twilight of a legendary career. Second news. Kyle Kuzma headed to Dallas as Mavericks make major trade move. Veteran forward joins championship contenders while Bucks commit to Giannis-centric rebuild. The Dallas Mavericks have pulled off a significant trade acquisition, landing veteran power forward Kyle Kuzma from the Milwaukee Bucks in a deal that reshapes both franchises' immediate futures. The move comes as Milwaukee doubles down on building around superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo while Dallas bolsters their championship aspirations. Kuzma, who carries a $22 million cap hit, was reportedly on the trading block after a disappointing 2024-25 campaign that saw his production dip to 14.8 points per game. The Bucks, looking to optimize their roster around Giannis following Damian Lillard's departure, found the veteran forward's skill set misaligned with their new offensive philosophy. A perfect fit in Big D. The Mavericks are betting that Kuzma's veteran presence and proven scoring ability will provide crucial depth behind their star-studded starting lineup. With Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, and rookie sensation Cooper Flagg leading the charge, Dallas needed reliable bench scoring to maintain their offensive firepower throughout 48 minutes. Kyle has been an above-average scoring forward throughout his NBA career, noted basketball analysts. From 2022 to 2023, Kuzma averaged well over 20 points per game before circumstances in Milwaukee limited his role. His career 45% shooting percentage and championship experience make him an ideal complement to Dallas's title ambitions. The trade package sends P.J. Washington and Najee Marshall to Milwaukee, giving the Bucks exactly what they need for their Giannis-dominated system. Washington's floor spacing ability, 1.6 three-pointers per game on 4.2 attempts, and Marshall's efficient two-point shooting, 61.1% from inside the arc, provide the complementary skills Milwaukee desperately sought. Financial flexibility for Milwaukee. Beyond the basketball fit, this deal offers Milwaukee valuable financial flexibility. While they're taking on similar money short-term, Washington's expiring contract and Marshall's limited remaining years give the Bucks future cap space to maneuver around Giannis's supermax extension. For Dallas, the move represents a win-now mentality as they position themselves as legitimate championship contenders. Kuzma's ability to mesh quickly with veteran teams and provide instant offense could prove invaluable in what promises to be a loaded Western Conference playoff race. The trade signals both franchises' clear directions, Milwaukee building a sustainable winner around their Greek freak, while Dallas loading up for an immediate title push with their dynamic trio leading the way. Third news. Former NBA All-Star reveals surprising truth. Stephen Curry harder to guard than Mavericks' Kyrie Irving. Dallas Mavericks fans might be surprised by this defensive perspective from a former NBA veteran. In a revelation that might catch Dallas Mavericks supporters off guard, former NBA All-Star Jeff Teague has made a compelling case for why Golden State Warriors' Stephen Curry presents a more challenging defensive assignment than Mavericks superstar Kyrie Irving. Irving, widely recognized as one of the most gifted ball handlers in NBA history, has built his reputation on an otherworldly ability to create separation and score from seemingly impossible situations. His handles are so mesmerizing that defenders often know they're about to be beaten, they just don't know how to prevent it. However, Teague argues that it's precisely this predictability that makes Irving slightly easier to defend compared to Curry's unique offensive approach. You know what Irving is going to do because he is so skilled with the ball in his hands, Teague explained. That doesn't mean someone can stay in front of him, you just know how you're going to get beat. Curry's off-ball movement, the X factor. What sets Curry apart, according to Teague, is his relentless off-ball movement. The Warriors' sharpshooter exhausts defenders by constantly running through multiple screens before receiving the ball and then unleashing his elite handle. This combination of cardio-intensive movement and technical skill creates a defensive nightmare that can wear down opponents throughout an entire game. This approach has helped Curry cement his legacy as the greatest shooter in NBA history, holding the all-time record for most three-pointers made. His ability to create space through movement, rather than just ball handling, gives him multiple ways to attack defenses. Irving's unique craftsmanship still elite. Teague's comparison shouldn't diminish Irving's incredible skill set. The Maverick star remains a tremendous shotmaker with superior ambidextrous finishing ability, a trait that was on full display during his clutch game winner against the Denver Nuggets in the 2023-24 season. Irving's craftiness around the rim and his ability to finish with both hands equally well sets him apart from most players in the league. While he may not utilize off-ball movement as extensively as Curry, his on-ball dominance remains virtually unmatched. Legendary recognition. Irving's elite status has earned recognition from NBA legends. Even Allen Iverson, himself a master of handles and creativity, has proclaimed that Irving is the best he's seen. This endorsement carries significant weight, coming from a player who revolutionized the point guard position with his own unique style. Despite some debate from former players like Tracy McGrady, who suggested players like Jamal Tinsley possessed superior handles, the consensus among most basketball analysts and former players is clear. Irving is truly a one-of-one talent. For Mavericks fans, having Irving's unique skill set paired with his clutch gene provides Dallas with one of the most dynamic offensive weapons in the league, even if Teague believes Curry's complete package presents the ultimate defensive challenge.